We've all been there, right? That horrible sinking feeling when your car starts making a weird noise and then just stops? You're on the side of the road and you're stranded. It's so stressful. So, what do? Especially if you're in Melbourne's western suburbs. Well, today we're going to look at what a real roadside rescue looks like and how one local company has it all figured out.
So, picture it. You're driving along, maybe through Laverton or heading home to Sunshine, and suddenly, that's it. The engine cuts out. The car just coasts to a stop. You're stuck. It's frustrating, it can be a little scary, and it happens to the best of us. The big question is, what's your next move?
Well, for drivers in this part of Melbourne, all that chaos and stress can actually be boiled down to a really, really simple plan. It's amazing, but a potential disaster can be turned into just a small hiccup with a single phone call. And that phone call connects you right to Elite 24/7 Towing. These guys have really built their entire reputation on being the go-to local solution for drivers who are in a really tight spot.
So who are they? Well, what's cool is that Elite isn't some giant, faceless corporation. They're a family-owned business, and they've been helping people in the community since way back in 2009. And yeah, they're fully insured, but their whole mission really comes down to three key things: being fast, being friendly, and being affordable. That's a pretty great combination.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Their service goes way beyond just, hooking up your car and driving off. They've built a whole system to handle pretty much any car trouble you could possibly have. They've basically got these three pillars that hold up their entire business. You've got your standard emergency towing, of course, but then they also have full-on roadside assistance and this other cool thing called Cash for Cars. It makes them a real one-stop shop. Let's dig into that a little more. Okay, so their roadside help is surprisingly comprehensive. It's not just for cars, they do motorcycle towing too. But check this out. Dead battery, they'll give you a jump start. Ran out of gas, they'll bring you fuel. Got a flat, they'll change your tire. The whole point is to get you back on the road right then and there, often without even needing a tow in the first place. And then there's this service, which is just brilliant. You know that old car you see sitting in someone's driveway just taking up space? Well, Elite turns that headache into cash. They will literally pay you top dollar for any car. It doesn't matter if it's running, wrecked, or just junk. And they'll haul it away for free. It's such an easy way to solve a problem and make a bit of money. All right, so they offer a lot. We get it. But when you're actually stranded, the only thing that matters is trust. So why should they be the first number you call? Well, let's look at the proof. 30. Just remember that number. 30 minutes. That's how fast they aim to get to you. And when you're stuck on the side of the road, every single minute feels like an hour, right? So promising to be there in 30 minutes or less, that's a huge deal. It shows they get it. And they're not new to this. They've been at it since 2009. That's more than a decade of not just towing cars, but of earning the trust of people in the area. They know these suburbs like the back of their hand, and that kind of experience, well, you can't buy that. And their promises are exactly what you need to hear when you're stressed. Honest, competitive prices with absolutely zero hidden fees. That's massive for peace of mind. Friendly service, because a little kindness goes a long way. And of course, they're there for you 24/7, because cars definitely don't break down on a convenient schedule. But, don't just take my word for it. The real proof is what actual customers are saying. Here's a review from Shane Emery, who points out the fair pricing and that the driver was awesome. That speaks directly to their promise of being affordable and friendly. And here's another one from Sarah Simeon. She hits all the key words: professional, friendly, and fast, right from the first phone call. And I love this part. She says they handled everything with care. You see, these reviews are backing up everything the company claims to be. This is really their secret weapon. They're not trying to cover all of Melbourne. They are specialists in the western suburbs. Laverton, Altona, Werribee, Tarneit, you name it. That deep local knowledge is exactly what allows them to be so fast and so effective. So, after all that, what's the big takeaway? It all boils down to one simple idea. Being prepared is everything. Knowing who you're going to call before you're in trouble, that changes the whole game. Honestly, the best piece of advice anyone can give you about car trouble is this: don't wait for it to happen. The absolute worst time to be Googling towing service is when you're standing on the shoulder of a busy road in the dark. So the most practical, simplest step you can take for your own peace of mind, for your future self, is to have that number ready to go. You hope you never need it. But if you do,
Man, you will be so glad you took 10 seconds to do this.
Here it is, nice and clear, 0485-871-600. Just take a moment, pull out your phone, and create a new contact. Call it tow truck or elite towing, whatever works. It's such a tiny action that prepares you for a huge headache. And that really is the final question, isn't it? When that moment finally comes, and for most of us it will at some point, who are you going to trust to get you and your car home safely? When you look at their experience, all the services they offer, and what their own customers have to say, Elite Towing makes a really, really strong case to be that trusted call.